Companions of the wind, once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between towering, majestic mountains, the people lived in harmony with nature. The mountains, with their snow-capped peaks, stood like ancient guardians, watching over the villagers, while lush green valleys cradled colorful wildflowers that danced in the gentle breeze. In this idyllic setting, the villagers placed great importance on the sound of the wind, which whispered through the trees and sang through the valleys. Every morning, as the sun began to rise, painting the sky with hues of pink and gold, the villagers would gather in the village square, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude. They would dance in circles, their laughter mingling with the soft rustle of leaves, and sing melodious songs to the wind, celebrating its presence. With their loving welcome, the wind became their protector, wrapping the village in a warm embrace. One fateful day, a stranger arrived in the village, his demeanor brimming with skepticism. He wore a long, tattered coat and had a look of disdain on his face as he observed the villagers. Underestimating the power of the wind, he scoffed, "What can you do with this? The wind is just a current of air." His words hung in the air like a dark cloud, casting a shadow over the villagers' spirits. They were saddened by his dismissive attitude, yet they continued to cherish their bond with the wind, knowing that their connection was deep and meaningful. The stranger, curious yet contemptuous, turned to Grandpa Blue, one of the village elders, whose silver hair shimmered like moonlight and whose eyes sparkled with wisdom. "Do you really think the wind protects you? I'm amazed," he said, unable to hide his disbelief. Grandpa Blue smiled gently, the corners of his lips curling up in a warm expression. "The wind is not just a current of air, it is also the companion of our souls. It gives us strength and reminds us that we are strong together." His words flowed like a soothing river, and the villagers nodded in agreement, their hearts swelling with pride. As the days passed, the seasons changed, and one day, dark clouds began to gather ominously over the mountains. A storm approached the village, and the air crackled with tension. The stranger stood in the middle of the village, paralyzed with fear, his eyes wide and searching for shelter. The villagers, however, were unfazed. They joined hands, forming a circle of unity, their faces resolute and determined. With unwavering faith, they called upon the wind, waiting for it to strengthen. As the storm raged, the wind danced around them, swirling and twirling, helping to tame the fury of the tempest. The villagers moved gracefully, their bodies swaying in rhythm with the wind, embodying resilience and hope. To the stranger's astonishment, the storm passed over the village without causing harm. The wind, their loyal companion, had shielded them, transforming the chaos into a beautiful ballet of nature. As the last raindrops fell, the sun broke through the clouds, casting a golden glow over the village. The villagers erupted in joyous laughter, their hearts filled with gratitude for the wind that had protected them. In that moment, the stranger realized the profound truth that had eluded him. The wind was not just a current of air, it symbolized love, togetherness, and the unbreakable bonds of community. From that day on, he shed his skepticism and embraced the villagers' way of life. He learned to dance with the wind, to listen to its whispers, and to appreciate the strength that came from unity. The villagers welcomed him as one of their own, and together, they formed an even stronger bond with the wind, seeing it not just as a force of nature, but as a cherished friend who would always be by their side.